Hey everyone, welcome back to PokeMarketLab. We are looking at some hidden gems and some singles. I tried to find some singles that I liked and thought were undervalued or maybe haven't run up lately. Pretty hard to find any singles that haven't run up. It's almost across the board. It's almost crazy that there's this bull market literally has touched everything. So again, I tried to find some stuff that I thought was undervalued or stuff that was kind of sort of flat or was not as high of return in the last few months as other cards. So I kind of put together a list here. So the first one I wanted to talk about is the Screamtail. This is a Scarlet and Violet promo card. I thought this was a really cool, cute card. I would imagine this is really gorgeous in person in foil here. Still 220 listed on TCG Player, and that's one of the themes I found is typically anything that was of reasonable value, or meaning it hasn't accumulated in price that significantly, meant there was still quite a few available on TCG Player. The other thing I looked for some of these cards is to make sure that we have some sell volume here. What I didn't want is to have cards that were flat in price, but that was because there just wasn't enough market demand to move the price whatsoever. So I thought this was a really cool card. Beautiful. It's definitely on my purchase list to pick up this week. Fat Pikachu, another promo card. This is from Sword and Shield. Pikachu VMAX here. Again, it's up a little bit here, but it's still really cheap card. Really cute card. I have one of these. I love Fat Pikachu. I have a page in my binder of just Fat Pikachu cards. My kids and I love them. So I think this is an undervalued card. Again, yes, it's been up 25% in the last month. It's just it's still relatively affordable, and I think this has some room to grow here. Charmander. This is an Obsidian Flames promo from the ETB. This is the regular one, not the stamped promo one, which I think is approaching $100 now. I think this one's pretty undervalued at this point. Again, it's up, yes, but I think this is an awesome card. It's cute. He's mad looking out the window. I just absolutely love this card. I think this is, I think you have a unique time here to start picking these up. This is Obsidian Flame, so there's a little bit of age on this at this point. There's still enough listed on TCG Player to keep the price low. So I think this is a good opportunity to pick this up before I think this is going to continue to run up. EV promo card. Again, another ETB promo card. This one is from Prismatic Evolutions, which just released here. I think this is fairly undervalued. Again, looking at Eevee is beloved, far more beloved, I think, than Charmander. And it's cheaper than Charmander right now. So I'm going to pick up a couple of these. I think this is a fantastic card. I think it's cute. You get the stuffed Pikachu stuffy there next to Eevee on the floor. Really cool card. Venusaur VMAX. This is from the Venusaur Battle Box from the Sword and Shield era. This one's a nice one. This one's really flat. I think this is a great full art card here. Relatively cheap. Still a decent amount listed on TCG Player. Decent sell volume. This is one of the better picks, I think, in this video. Again, I'm going to be adding a couple of these to the list here. I think that's a beautiful card that's got some age on it. And I think this is definitely has the potential to start drying up here and start moving this price up. I think it's a gorgeous card. Snorlax VMAX from Sword and Shield Base, one of my favorite cards from Sword and Shield Base. It's up a little bit, but only 10% in the last month. Still relatively cheap. This one's great because this is on the cusp of starting to really dry up here on TCG Player in that volume here, that population. Very cute card. Snorlax is very well loved. I think this is an awesome card. Again, another one that's kind of going on my purchase list. Still some good volume here. Beautiful card. Urshifu VMAX from Brilliant Stars Trainer Gallery. Brilliant Stars is definitely starting to get some of that love here on the singles market. This one's a little flat and actually a little negative for the last month or so. Only a $5 card. Decent sell volume. Average daily sell rate in the last month of 5. So market's starting to take notice of it. I think this one is definitely, I love this artwork on this card. It's kind of almost got like an anime style to it. So I think it's really cheap, under $6 a pop. So this is definitely a good pickup here. Gengar from Lost Origin. This one's up a bit. Gengar is getting a lot of love recently. Everyone loves Gengar. I think this specific card is great. It's got beautiful artwork on it. It's got that kind of cartoon style to it. But I think it's a good pickup because we still have quite a few listed on TCG Player. Average daily sell rate of 20 on these. So this is going to dry up quickly. And I think that price can continue to move up. Still relatively cheap, only a $10 card. To me, that magic $10 price point, anything at or below that is a really critical price point. It's a psychological price point. It makes it easy to pick up cards at that price. Another fat Pikachu. This one's from the Trainer Gallery in Lost Origin. Again, this one's up a bit, maybe not the best pick here, but it's starting to dry up. And this is a beloved, I would call this a beloved card here. Little on the pricey side at $50, but again, I think this is getting old. Lost Origin starting to continue go up. The seal product in Lost Origin is just going parabolic at this point here. So I think this is still a good pickup, but a little on the pricier side. Infernape, I just like the artwork on this. The market's kind of so-so on it, but again, it's under $10. This is fairly recent. This is Twilight Masquerade, so the population, the available population on TCG Player is pretty high here. I just like it. I got one in the binder. I think it's a cool card. The market, I guess, selling 13 per day in the last month is a vote of confidence from the market. So yeah, I think it's a good pickup, but again, under that $10 price point. Another single strike Urshifu here. Again, very flat on this card. A couple hundred listed on TCG Player. Another one from Brilliant Stars. Again, Brilliant Stars is kind of starting to get that love. It's always this like fifth place. It's kind of like it falls between fifth and sixth place in the Sword and Shield block. Depending on what happens with some of the other sets like Astral and everything. It kind of goes. Lost Origin, Chilling Reign, and then Brilliant Stars or another set depending on the day. So this is doing a nice card, $6 card, very easy pickup here. Again, anything that you see here that you like in artwork, okay, that looks good to you, especially if it's under $10, especially if they're starting to dry up in TCG Player, meaning there's just not a lot listed. No one's cracking this product to get a lot of these cards. We've seen a little bit of Brilliant Stars come to market recently in the form of ETBs at places like Target, maybe a light reprint. We don't know, but the bulk of the product that you're seeing for cards on TCG Player is likely to remain the same, okay? So anything that you think is good, that you wouldn't mind holding on to, again, not just from an investment standpoint, but because you like it, especially under $10, it's definitely worth picking up because they're not going to stay cheap forever. This Mew VMAX from Fusion Strike. I was surprised to not see this higher. It has gone up recently, but again, it's under that $10 price point. There's a lot of these available. This is getting old. I think it's Mew. Everyone loves Mew. I think it's a particularly good Mew for the price that it is. So this is going on my pickup list. When I do this exercise of going through and trying to find some hidden gems, obviously I find stuff that I didn't realize was looking good, from an artwork standpoint, right? This is a great pickup from Fusion Strike. And this is where you need to go when you're trying to pick up cards, hidden gems. You got to go to like page 2 or 3 of some of these really popular sets to find some of these cards that are kind of up next, so to speak, in terms of potential increase in value. Loudred from Paradox Rift. I have one of these in my collection. This is flat in the last month here. Gorgeous card. Actually quite drying up nicely on TCG Player here and selling beautifully right at that $10 price point. I might pick up a couple more of these, but I promise this is a beautiful card in person. Love the artwork on this. I just think this is a fun out there card, very different. It stands out in a binder. That's the kind of stuff that I like. I like stuff that's very individual. That's why I stay away from things like rainbow cards and such. It's just one of the same, right? I want something that is very, very unique. And this is a great entry price for a unique card from Paradox Rift, which is, I think, as people are realizing, is a really, really solid set. So to have under 200 of these listed on TCG Player, to have this kind of sell rate be under $10 a pop, it's not going to remain there long. So this is right on the cusp of starting to go up here. Brute Bonnet. This is another one. Again, I love unique artwork. Yes, this video is subjective, of course, when we're talking about artwork, but I think this is just a really cool card. Again, this is another one I didn't realize from Paradox Rift. Again, I'm telling you, Paradox Rift has a massive gallery of really, really, really solid cards. Nothing crazy, but just solid stuff. This is another great pickup. Market's been picking these up every day. They've been selling less than 150 on TCG Player, less than $10. Just an easy pickup. Pidgeot from Obsidian Flames. I have one of these in person. This is another one where when you see it in person, the type of foiling, it's more like a spec foiling on this. This is a really, really good card in person. I didn't think it was a great card looking at it on screen. I saw one at a convention. I had to have it, and this has gotten no price action here. Again, Obsidian Flames, the pull rates are really good, right? So we've had a lot of these in the market. We have over 200 on TCG Player. But the market's actually been buying these. Look at this. In the last month, 400 of these sold, an average of selling of 14 a day. So I think this is going to pop. If we can see a flat price here, market's drawing it up. Obsidian Flames is getting a little on the older side, at least for the current era. This is about to pop. I paid $15 for this card a couple of months ago, so I think this is right before a pop up here soon. I think this is when you get it in your hands in person, it is a really good looking card. Gloom from Obsidian Flames, another one. This one has run up a little bit. I've picked up a couple of these. Absolutely gorgeous card. Again, there's some really hidden gems here in Scarlet and Violet. It's still actually above, I think, the lowest listing. No, you can still get these under 10. Yeah, you can still get these under 10. So this is a great pickup. I would gobble these up at this price all day. I'm waiting for mine to come in. I think this is going to be a beautiful card in person. Again, just really funky. All the foliage here, the coloring. Very, very cool card. Luminion from Crown Zenith Gallery here, Galarian Gallery, 10% increase in the last month. Crown Zenith, again, is starting to dry up. We're not seeing any more Crown Zenith. We shouldn't see any more Crown Zenith product. So it's a great time to start looking through some of the page 2 and 3 in TCG Player and look at some of these other cards here that look good to you. And this is one, again, that just stood out to me. A really cool, interesting card with very, very different artwork. It stands out to me right at that $10 price point. Volume could be a little better, so maybe this is just, me subjectively liking this, but I think that's a good pickup. Pikachu Secret from Crown Zenith. This one is up a little bit, but not as much as I would have thought. Look at the sell volume on this, though. Average of 29 sold per day. Almost 1,000 of them in the last month alone. So yes, there's a lot of these in the market, over 400. But this right here, when we see that sell volume, that is a vote of confidence, okay? So I think it is a matter of time before these start to run up pretty quickly here. That market price is going to start to go up dramatically. This, I would expect in the next month or so to see a good 30-40% return on this one. Fantastic looking, beautiful card. Very, very nice Pikachu. A Gengar VMAX from Fusion Strike. This is a great card because this looks very, very much like the expensive Gengar. Let's see here. This guy, the top of the heap here. Absolutely nothing holds a candle to this, but this, to me, this is going on my pickup list because this is a great card. It's only up 10% in the last month. Only 150 on TCG Player. This is going to start drying up here quickly. That's a good looking card, and that gets me like, I'm never gonna pull a Gengar. I'm probably never gonna buy a Gengar given these prices here. So I think this to me is like maybe 20% of a full Gengar here from VMAX from Fusion Strike. So I'm gonna pick one of these up. I think this is ripe for increase here again as these cards start to dry up in population on TCG Player. So you can actually do this as an exercise and just kind of go through some of these older sets, go through the entirety of the Sword and Shield era, and look at cards that are, some of these sets, you get these top 10, 15, 20 cards of the set that are all going up in value, but there's definitely some hidden gems. Just look through and just look what catches your eye. Don't just go off a price. Make sure you're buying based on your own, your own personality and what you like, what you like and dislike. Don't just buy based on price alone. Make sure it checks the box that you like it. Make sure it's not up, 80, 90, 100%. Make sure it's selling, right? If your goal is to kind of hold on to some of these for a while and see if they run up and then turn and sell them, you got to have something you can liquidate, right? So if the market likes it, that's great. If you can see if maybe the price is flat and it hasn't run up yet, but it's selling, then it's probably only a matter of time before they start drying up and supply and demand takes effect and starts raising those prices. And one last one here, Mimikyu VMAX from Brilliant Stars. Again, only up 12% in the last month. Very few of these available on TCG Player. And sell volume could be better, so this one's kind of, buy it if you like it. So that's it for our, hidden gems, our singles that I think have some room to run up. Again, it's hard to find stuff that's really flat, has a lot of future potential. Almost all of it's up at least a little bit here, but I think, again, some of these cards really do have some future in front of them. Again, buy what you like, buy what's cheap, especially there's very little risk when you're buying something that you like that's under $10, right? Add it to your binder, buy a few extras if you like it, and then maybe you'll make a few bucks here in the future as things continue to run up. So that's it for today. It's PokeMarketLab out.